Hey everyone, Kyriacos Eliades. How big is your audience? Now, the thing is, you got to look at sales as standing on a stage. We talk about sales all the time because it is the lifeline to business. We keep on saying it. So, how big is your audience? Because at the end of the day, the bigger the audience, the more sales you're going to do. We see it today, things are changing all the time. I mean, we get people that are wealthy and they're just too scared to spend money because they just don't know how to replace that money because they've made that money when times were different to today's times. I mean, you also see wealthy people that are cheap because as well, they just don't know how to replace the money. Times have changed. You got to learn how to communicate. If you know how to communicate, you will succeed. Because at the end of the day, if you're a communicator, that means you can address a bigger audience. The problem that we face is people are too scared to communicate. And that is why a lot of people say, no, I'm in a comfortable situation. It's not because you're in a comfortable situation, it's because you just don't know how to make more money. And that is the biggest thing. So, I mean, when you go out to eat and you're sitting with a group of business people, you should be there to throw the credit card and say, I will pay this bill because you know how to make money. But a lot of people do not know because times have changed. They don't understand. Their audience has become smaller instead of bigger. You've got to learn how to stand on a stage and talk. Your business is a stage. Your house is a stage. That's what it is. It's all about communicating. And how big is your audience? Because if you can create a bigger one, that means the potential for sales becomes greater. Biggest things is people don't know how to replace their money because times change. You got to be able to learn to look ahead. And that is the biggest thing. Most people don't know how to look ahead. They only look for today. But in business, you need to look ahead. That is how things have started to change. Today, you might be able to have this business that is doing well, but there are so many competitions. The thing is, if you're not growing your customer base, what happens when you lose those few customers that you got? That's why we say, got to be able to communicate. Communicate. The more people you can communicate, the bigger your audience. You got to look at it as standing on a stage, communicating with a greater number of people than you had before. And if you are saying, I'm okay, it's because you just don't know how to start replacing that money. That's why we have people that have money, just don't know how want to spend that money because they're too scared in how to replace that money because they just don't know how to replace it anymore. So remember, you should be the person out there saying, you know what? I know how to grow my customer base. I know how to address more people. I mean, you're a business guy. If you clear in your mind what you need to do in business, if you've got an attorney that's giving you advice in business, his job is to handle the law for you. That is what you are paying him for. An accountant is there to give you information. You got to take that information, but you got to make those decisions at the end of the day. If everyone else is going to be making your decisions, then you shouldn't be sitting in that seat because at the end of the day, a great leader takes the information and makes decisions with what he has in front of him. Not other people making the decisions. You need to make the decisions. If it's your business, you make the decisions. Thanks everybody. Kyriacos Eliades. If you're enjoying the clips, please subscribe to us. And you got any suggestions of new things that you want us to discuss? More than happy. But we are seeing it more and more. People aren't growing their audience. That means they're not growing their sales. Their businesses are starting to struggle because we've said it before. If your business isn't growing, your business starts to die. And that is a reality because everything around you just gets more and more expensive. Cheers everybody. Kyriacos Eliades.